your roadmap to the latest in auto. Welcome to Highway Herald. In today's episode, we're steering straight into one of the most significant crises of modern Europe, a seismic shift that's shaking the foundations of the European Union. Germany, the engine of Europe's economy, is facing challenges that could redefine its role as a global powerhouse. From a faltering manufacturing industry to a tumultuous energy crisis, the ripple effects of Germany's struggles are being felt far and wide. Buckle up as we dissect the 7 key challenges behind this downturn and explore what they mean for the future of Europe. Number 7. Germany's manufacturing might hits a wall. Germany's manufacturing industry, long celebrated for its precision and excellence, is facing a steep decline. In January 2024 alone, new manufacturing orders dropped by 11.3%, signaling a troubling trend. High energy costs are eroding profit margins, leaving manufacturers struggling to compete on the global stage. Meanwhile, China's tech-savvy and cost-efficient competitors are outpacing Germany in industries it once dominated. Even the automotive sector, Germany's crown jewel, isn't spared. Once known for innovation, companies are cutting jobs to survive the costly transition to electric vehicles and sustainability initiatives. The strain is evident, with resources and resilience stretched thin. This isn't just Germany's issue, it's Europe's. As the EU's economic engine, Germany's struggles ripple across the continent, disrupting supply chains, shaking investor confidence, and destabilizing the broader European economy. Number 6. Energy woes, a crisis of dependency. Germany's reliance on Russian natural gas has long been a vulnerability, and 2024 exposed it fully. The abrupt supply cutoff sent energy prices soaring and supply dwindling, leaving the nation grappling with one of its most critical challenges. Phasing out nuclear power, intended as a sustainable move, has backfired, creating a void in Germany's energy mix and increasing dependence on coal and gas. Transitioning to renewables has been slower and costlier than planned, hindered by bureaucracy and inadequate infrastructure investment. Subsidies to stabilize energy costs face political hurdles, while industries bear the brunt of skyrocketing energy prices. Production capacity is shrinking, operational costs are rising, and manufacturers are struggling to stay competitive. Germany now faces a crossroads. Diversifying energy sources and fast-tracking renewable adoption are imperative, but achieving energy security remains a formidable challenge. Number 5. Energiewende, the rocky road to renewables. Germany's Energiewende, energy transition, aimed to make the nation a leader in renewable energy by replacing fossil fuels with wind and solar power while slashing emissions. However, executing this vision has proven far more complex than anticipated. Renewable energy production remains unreliable due to the unpredictable nature of wind and solar power. Without adequate storage or backup systems, Germany continues to rely on coal and natural gas during energy shortfalls, undermining its goal of energy independence. Public resistance has further stalled progress. Local opposition to wind farms and bureaucratic delays have slowed the rollout of renewable infrastructure, creating a gap between policy ambitions and implementation. The financial burden is another challenge. Subsidies for green energy have strained public finances, raising doubts about their sustainability. Despite record investments, skepticism about meeting climate goals persists. Germany's commitment is unwavering, but challenges abound. Before we delve deeper, we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to Highway Herald. Your support fuels our passion to create more content like this. Now let's explore challenge number 4, turmoil in leadership and unrest in the streets. Germany's economic and energy crises have spilled into its political landscape, unraveling governance and public trust. The collapse of the coalition government in late 2024 exposed deep divisions, leaving the country in political limbo with interim leadership unable to address key issues. Public frustration has erupted into nationwide protests over soaring energy costs, unemployment, and perceived inaction, while populist movements exploit the chaos with oversimplified solutions, further destabilizing traditional politics. This turmoil extends beyond Germany, shaking the European Union. As the bloc's largest economy and political anchor, Germany's instability leaves the EU grappling with a leadership vacuum. Member states, once reliant on Germany's guidance, now face challenges independently, raising concerns about the EU's cohesion and global influence. Germany's recovery is essential, not only for itself, but to ensure stability across Europe. Number 3. The EU's heavy reliance on Germany. For decades, Germany has been the backbone of the European Union, driving policies, stabilizing budgets, and supporting struggling member states. However, Germany's current challenges are threatening to disrupt this balance, creating uncertainty across the bloc. France, Germany's traditional partner in EU leadership, is also grappling with economic issues like high inflation and stagnant growth. Together, their decline has left a leadership vacuum. Smaller nations, such as Spain and Italy, face reduced trade, dwindling investor confidence, and sluggish economies compounding the crisis. Meanwhile, nations like Hungary and Poland, already in conflict with the EU, are exploiting Germany's weakened influence to resist centralized authority, fracturing EU unity. Germany's struggles ripple across interconnected EU economies, risking prolonged stagnation. Without decisive action, the bloc must rethink its economic dependencies and political cohesion to avoid further instability. Number 2, a global power shift, redefining economic leadership. As Germany's dominance wanes, a global power shift is underway, with emerging markets like China, India, and Brazil stepping up to reshape the international order. China has aggressively advanced in industries once dominated by Germany, such as automotive manufacturing and machinery. Supported by state funding and cutting-edge technology, Chinese electric vehicle makers are rapidly gaining traction in Europe, leaving Germany's renowned automotive sector struggling to compete. India, meanwhile, has become a major player with its booming tech industry, youthful workforce, and ambitious infrastructure projects. Its renewable energy initiatives and investment-friendly policies are drawing resources that might have once flowed to Europe. This shift highlights a changing global economy. For Germany and the EU to remain competitive, they must innovate, strengthen partnerships with emerging markets, and adapt to the evolving landscape of global power dynamics. Number 1. Germany's decline and its ripple effect on Europe's unity. Germany's decline is triggering a chain reaction, disrupting Europe's economic and political stability. Key trading partners like France, Spain, and Italy are facing reduced demand for exports, rising unemployment, and growing public debt, particularly in industrial regions. Politically, the effects are equally severe. Germany has long served as the EU's mediator and stabilizer, resolving disputes on trade, security, and climate policies. With its leadership faltering, the bloc risks fragmentation as member states pursue conflicting agendas, undermining collective goals. The impact extends beyond Europe, reshaping global dynamics. As the EU's influence wanes, regions like Asia are stepping in to fill the leadership void, challenging Europe's standing in the global hierarchy. This raises a pressing question. Can Europe adapt and maintain its position as a global leader amid growing internal and external pressures? Final thoughts. What lies ahead for Europe? Germany's struggles present a turning point for Europe. The challenges, an energy crisis, industrial decline, and political instability, are daunting, but not insurmountable. For Germany, this means investing in a resilient energy infrastructure, revitalizing its manufacturing sector, and rebuilding public trust in its leadership. For the EU, it's a call to adapt, unify, and share the burden of leadership more equitably among member states. The stakes couldn't be higher. Will Europe rise to the occasion and navigate this crisis, or are we witnessing the dawn of a new global economic order? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Europe's evolving challenges, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for joining us on Highway Herald. We'll see you next time.